What is up, Pyromaniacs? Pyrostasis here, and we are starting a brand new series. So we are in the world of FTB Horizons Daybreaker. For some of you guys who've been following my channel for a while, you may remember that we did a series on Horizons last year. This was on the original Horizons, and it was actually maybe the year before last. I'm not exactly sure, but the series basically, or Horizons in a nutshell. Oh God, that's not good. That's not good at all. I need to go home quick. No! Well, that's awful. That's what I get for trying to be a fucking baller. God dang it. What a way to start off a series, right? I'm gonna kill that stupid freaking gas. Damn it to hell. Anyways, the nice thing about Horizons is it's a completely different style. Oh no, don't blow up my stuff. Oh God, no. I can't hit that guy. Alright, is he outside of clipping now? Okay, I think he is. Alright. So what I need to do now is I need to cover my little place here. Shit. I really didn't want it to be this bad, but it looks like it's going to be this bad. Oh well. Anyways, so the thing about Horizons is it's completely different than most other packs, and the reasoning for that is they don't use the standard tech stuff. So, for instance, you know, you may be used to using quarries or something. Well, this one doesn't use quarries, you know, or it basically doesn't use all of the popular mods. So, you pretty much have to, like, get used to using, oh God, get used to using stuff that, you know, you may not have used before. Which is kind of cool. Sometimes it's a little frustrating, but it's also really awesome. Because it kind of forces you to play around with some stuff that you might not normally play around with. Which is pretty much always good when it comes to Minecraft. Oh God. Okay, well we're kind of in some trouble here now. Fudge! Yeah, I pretty much completely screwed myself. I am horrible at this game. I'm absolutely horrible at this game. Alright, so I need to come over here. Shit. I can't go through my grave. No. No, I don't want to burn my stuff. Okay, there we go. I can go around it here. Easy, easy, easy. How much? Okay, I have 10 left. Oh, this is not gonna go good. Ah! I've somehow made this worse. Like, the whole point about this was to make it easier, and I have managed to somehow make this worse. I don't even understand how that's possible. I don't even understand how you screw something up this legendarily. Yes, that's a word. I've invented it. Don't judge. But yeah, we've managed to screw something up so bad. And, you know, it wouldn't be such a big deal, except I have to get this stuff back. Like I cannot let this stuff go, because this stuff... And I'll show you why here in a minute, assuming I can actually get my stuff back. You know, if I could just put water here, this would be so much... Oh, I did it again! Damn it! Fuck! So mad. So mad. There we go. Alright. Let's take the dirt. We're gonna be fine. We're not gonna die again. Alright, let's get this. Let's get this out of the way. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Easy, easy, easy. Alright, so I need to get rid of this line of lava first. So, to do that, we're going to go like this. And I should be able to just go bam, bam, bam. And I should get rid of that whole thing. I'll have to wait for it to drop. There it goes. Just wait for it to keep dropping down. Really? Are you actually going to make me do it all the way over? Seriously? You're going to be that guy? Lava's like, of course I'm going to be that guy. I'm lava. There we go. Really? Okay. And then And there's like no way for me to do it there, is there? Can I get it from here? I think I can. Fixed. What?! Oh, you're a lying shithead. Oh my god. I'm not gonna die here again. I'm gonna die at home. Or not. Perfect. Alright, back. Okay. We should be good now. We should be good. This is sealed in. I don't expect to lose. So I'll break this. There we go. Got that. And then this one's the one we're going to have to be a little more careful with. I have enough room. I should have enough room. Just to make sure I have enough room. Sorry. I'm sorry for starting the video off this way. But, okay. There we go. Holy crap. Okay. That almost sucked some balls. Okay. Anyways. So, the problem now is I can't really show you guys everything because I made such a big mess. But you can see here, we're kind of putting all this stuff out. So, if you look out there, you can see way out there, things look a little different. That's because we've, well, here, I guess I can fly out. Give me just a second. I'm missing pants. Did my pants break? Or, it's kind of a bummer. I lost my pants. I'm not blind, right? No, I literally lost my pants. I guess they burned. Here. Yeah, other than this giant mess of lava, you can see kind of how much we've been mining out. So it's a fairly significant amount. So hang on. Let me land. Home lava. All right. Okay. So is the drum full? I believe it is. Yep, full. All right, good. Let's break that. So this is our lava spot. This is where we're getting all of our lava. We're using Mechanism. Back to what I was talking about with Horizons. Horizons is a pack that uses completely different types of tech. So it uses mods that most mod packs don't include, which means when you're playing Minecraft, it's a completely different experience. You know, you have to use mods that you've either never used before, never heard of before, or, you know, just set things up in completely different ways, which is part of the fun. I like it. And thankfully, it seems like Horizons Daybreaker is far more balanced than Horizons, the original was. The original Horizons was pretty buggy. I mean, Rotary Craft alone was just a nightmare. I mean, just a nightmare. But this is a Mechanism setup. Mechanism is one of the things that we're using pretty much right off the bat to kind of get all of our early stuff done. We've got an electric pump here, Mechanism electric pump. We've got a Mechanism heat generator, which basically uses lava. You can surround this thing with lava and it will supposedly produce power, but feeding lava to it supposedly makes more power. I haven't done tests between the two. I just put lava in it. It's pretty cheap to get a pump going. This is a self-sustaining setup. You make a drum, which is pretty easy to get early on, and you're not going to have any issues. You're not going to have any issues. Plus, once you get to the nether, you know, you pretty much drain everything. So back here, whoops, home. Let's get out of here before we burn ourselves to death. This is our house. Now this jetpack was given to me by Pandora Legend, which is flaying up on my Twitch stream. She, I'm not sure, plays and was nice enough to hook me up with this. So thanks to Pandora Legend. You can see there's 3 beds here. That's me, Jody, and Solar. Over here is our nether portal. This is some clockwork stuff, which I'll kind of get into a little bit later. That's our chest system. And then over here is where Solar goes to cry and cut himself. Yeah, that's a little disturbing. So we're just getting started. This is a sub server on Twitch, which means if you are a Twitch sub, you are able to play. This is a PvE, non-grief, non-PvP, non-stealing server. So you just basically get on here, you build. You can see we've got a few people on right now. It's not going to be a huge server in the aspect, you know, we're not going to have 1,000 people on here, but, you know, there's going to probably be 10, 15 people playing fairly regularly. So, you know, if you want a small community to play on, you might want to consider jumping on Twitch and subbing. It's twitch.tv/Pyrostasis, or you just click on the link in the video description below. It's $5 a month, but, you know, it's up to you. If not, you can always just watch the series and play in your own single player, and that's fine too. Never feel like you got to subscribe. So anyways, let me go over with what we've got here. This is our basic interim mechanism setup. We have 2 more heat gens here. These are basic mechanical pipes. They pull liquids and they're just sucking into these gens. These gens fill up, they produce power. These are universal cables. and that's feeding into our little system over here. These are metallurgic infusers. Now, metallurgic infusers basically allow you to make different things in Mechanism. We have one set up for diamond, one set up for carbon, which is coal, one set up for redstone, and then one set up for obsidian. So you pretty much want 4 of these, because if you don't, you're constantly having to either dump them and waste, or you're just having to completely overuse things, which is kind of a pain in the ass. But most of the recipes are fairly simple. I would strongly recommend you learning the compression stuff, and I'll make a video on Mechanism here in a little bit. I'm not... Basically, the way this series is basically going to work on YouTube is I will probably post some pretty long clips of us just screwing around, and then I'll have little short update videos. So like this is basically the update video to kind of show you what we're doing, what we've accomplished, etc., etc. That way you don't have to watch like the entire 2-hour stream if you don't want to. And then I'm going to have short little video spotlights for each of the mods. But we've got all of our infusers here. We've got our enrichment chamber, which is the first tier of ore duplication. We can get, I think, all the way up to 5 or 6xing. And then last night we built this monster. This is a digital miner, and we can use it to basically, it's a smart quarry. Think of it that way. So we tell it what we want it to mine. Like for instance, right now I've got it just mining iron, gold, and osmium, and it will basically mine everything in a place that you recommend or you tell it to, which is kind of nice. So right now these gens should be offline because so everything's offline at the moment because we're not doing anything. But we're going to be expanding on this. This right over here, you can see if you look up, that's what it looks like. This is going to be the entrance to our base. I am currently building the entrance. I know I'm building, folks. I'm building. It's going to be scary. But we'll be doing that on the stream this week. This is some clockwork stuff. It's a cool little mod. It's basically the replacement for Tinkers on this pack. It's cool, and I'm going to be covering it, but in all honesty, there's far easier ways to use it, and you can just skip. And my personal little favorite is this right here. This, for those of you guys who watch my Volt series, is the Atomic Disassembler, and it's a little different here. There's a couple different versions. You have off, you have normal, you have slow, you have fast. With fast here, let me run down here and see if I can find a spot just to show you guys how quick this thing goes. I honestly haven't tested this, so I really don't know. But the cool thing is it works on everything. So we're just going to chew through some of the stuff right over here. So you can see it's pretty quick. That's pretty fast. That's pretty fast. It also has the vein mining aspect and a few others, which are kind of cool. And it looks like somebody just crashed the server. Keep in mind, Horizons does have a few bugs on it, so there may be some problems. No, he didn't crash the server. Never mind. God dang it, he was trolling me. Dickbag. Anyways, you can see I just toggled it to vein. Anyways, as I was saying, there are a few bugs here. We are dealing with them. It's the mod authors that are going to have to fix most of them. But we'll be posting some warnings. You know, please abide by the warnings. And otherwise, we may be disabling a few things. So if some stuff's disabled, it's probably because of crash bug. Anyways, vein mining. Boom. Just like vein miner. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to work with dense coal. And thankfully, it doesn't work on cobble. So you can kind of... Oh, it removed my coal. So you can vein mine just like you normally would if we had vein miner on, which is really nice. And you don't have to necessarily worry about breaking everything because there is no vein miner here. And you don't have to worry about breaking all the cobble because cobble doesn't count. It's not in part of the vein mining system. One of the problems that's bugging me though is unlike a lot of the packs, the vein miner here, and I think some of the other stuff, it doesn't stack the ores. So if you've ever played on most of our servers, the ores get stacked, or dropped items get stacked. So if you break something, it all shows up together. Sadly, here it doesn't. So if you break something like this, it's going to kind of spew it everywhere, and then you have to go and pick it up, which is kind of a pain in the ass. I may see if he can tweak that. I don't know if that's a server-side thing or a client-side thing. If it's server-side, we'll add it, and you won't have to worry about it anymore. If not, well, we'll do what we can. But I definitely recommend getting one of these atomic disassemblers. So they're nice little tools. Nice little tools for quick mining. But I'll be going over Mechanism here in a bit, showing you guys our full setup once we get underground and get our base set up. I'll do a base tour once we get that going. I'll show you guys how to use the digital miner. and a few other things. But I did want to let you guys know that we are going to be starting a new Horizons series. We're going to be probably just getting rid of most of the other series on the channel at the moment. Just because, you know, what was it? Departed. Jody's gotten real busy doing stuff on the server. Hasn't really had time to do it in the past week or two. And Agrarian Skies, we've been having some real issues with the old server host that we were playing on. It wasn't our server, it was somebody else's server, so it was just getting kind of nasty over there. So this is on our box, it's something I can control, and you know, you guys are more than welcome to play as well on here with us, so feel free to do so if you so choose. If not, you can more definitely watch on the live stream. We have a schedule posted which you can find on my channel, and you can see what days we're going to stream Horizons, and feel free to come join us. But we are just getting started, so it'll be a couple days before we get anything really cool set up, but I'll be showing you guys everything. I'm really excited about this, and it has Galactic Craft, lots of different places. So we're gonna be cruising around the stars and checking some stuff out, doing a little terraforming, and I think it's gonna be fun. So let me know what you guys think about the decision to play Daybreaker. Hopefully you guys are as excited about it as I am. You can get this pack on FTB or Curse, but keep in mind the version numbers between the two don't for some reason correlate. So if you're wanting to play with us, currently we're on 1.0.2 on the FTB launcher, and I think it's 1.03 on Curse. I'm not sure. It's a little confusing. All the information, though, is on my Twitch channel. If you just type in !sub and !horizons, it'll walk you through everything. So, but anyways, just a quick little vid, show you guys what we've been up to, show you some of the progress we made on, I think it was Saturday. And I look forward to seeing you guys on the server and what we come up with. So hopefully you guys are excited about the series. If you are, slap that like button, make sure you subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next clip.